Yo, what is up? Yeah, this is Sean, and today we're diving into a tool that is honestly one of the most, I'd say, ambitious platforms, listen, in the entire productivity space. Listen, a tool that claims it can replace your task manager, your project planner, your docs, your spreadsheets, whiteboards, dashboards, pretty much every app, listen, you use to run your workflow. So, yeah, today we're talking about ClickUp. And listen, in a world where new productivity apps come out every month, ClickUp actually has been trying to do something different. Listen, instead of being a simple, notes app, or a to-do list, or a project board, ClickUp's whole mission, let me tell you, is to become the command center for your entire business, which means that there is a one platform for everything. I mean, every task, every document, every idea, every process. Listen, all in one place. But yeah, all that brings up the big question, whether ClickUp is actually worth using in 2026. Maybe it is something great. Maybe it is one of those, tools that promises everything, but ends up feeling too complicated, too heavy, or just, overwhelming. Listen, that is exactly what we're breaking down today. Also, really important thing before we start this video, listen, if you've got a business of your own and you want to be spotlighted on this channel, DM me, contact me, and we can make that happen. Listen, all that being said, let's get to the video. So let's start with the core idea behind ClickUp. Listen, because understanding this explains almost everything about how the platform works, pretty much. So yeah, listen, ClickUp is built on a full hierarchy system, which means that you got your workspace at the top, and then it's spaces, folders, then lists, and inside those lists are your tasks and subtasks. Finally, it sounds like a lot, but the point is that it lets you to go, from a super simple setup, like a personal to-do list, all the way up to a massive team workflow, handling thousands of tasks across, different departments, stuff like that. What I want to say is that it scales depending on how you want to use it, which makes the whole project really flexible. But yeah, listen, once you're inside a project, right, the amount of control you get, let me tell you, is honestly impressive. I mean, every task can have tags, assignees, due dates, priorities, checklists, comments, attachments, custom fields. You can turn a single task into a full mini dashboard, if you want. Listen, let me tell you, the real power of ClickUp is actually in how you view all of this. You're not stuck with one layout. You can switch between a clean list view, as you can see, Kanban board like Trello, a calendar layout like, Airtable, for example. Listen, all this stuff, as you can see here, spreadsheets, whiteboards, Gantt charts, timeline for project planning, like I said, a whiteboard, for brainstorming sessions, or even ClickUp docs, if you want to write, or plan inside the same environment. Listen, and the crazy part is that all of these views stay synced. So if you drag a task from to do, to in a progress, on the board, for example, it actually moves everywhere, on the timeline, in the calendar, stuff like that, in the list, which means that everything is connected. Really great for time saving, it is really highly, about utility, at the end of the day. So listen, one of the reasons people love ClickUp is because it doesn't just help you, track work, but it actually helps you to automate it. Listen, there is a built-in automation engine that lets you create rules. Like, when a task hits a certain stage, you can assign it to a new team member, or set a deadline automatically, set a notification, or move it to a new list, all of that. It is called this ClickUp Brain. It is your own agent you build inside this platform. It is an AI, tool that is providing you, as you can see, this 24/7 intelligent assistant. It comes with ambient answers, as you can see, also project manager, all of that. Listen, and you can type 4 times faster with AI talk to text, instantly perfected to write like you. It is connected to 50 plus apps, as you can see. It also features all the major AI, as you can see, ChatGPT, Gemini, which is unlimited. Listen, your company's AI, listen, it is the superhuman brain built for you and your team. So that is the future, basically. Listen, there are solutions for every team. Listen, your key workflows powered by ClickUp agents. which helps you with the automation of your whole entire business. But here's something a lot of people don't know, which is that ClickUp also includes a full document system. You can write articles, take notes, build wikis, create SOPs, store project plans, just like Notion, for example. And the sick part is that you can literally turn parts of your docs into tasks, with one click. So if you're, let's say, outlining a YouTube, video pipeline, or building, let's say, a content calendar, you can literally convert your entire outline into actionable tasks instantly. So time tracking is built in as well. Listen, you can track how long each task takes. You can also create profitable versus non-profitable hours, generate reports for clients. So listen, if you're an agency or a freelancer, you don't need to open another app just to track your hours. So yeah, ClickUp comes with a lot of features, for the price we will get into in a moment, which is not that high for what you're getting. Listen, like I said, you got this brain AI tool feature, whatever you want to call it, this AI agent that is personalized to you. You got all of those products, as you can see, which are all great, when it comes to utility, stuff like that, and all these solutions. So that is all great, but I also want to go through some cons of the project. Listen, ClickUp isn't perfect, it is powerful, but you do feel that power. There is definitely a learning curve. Listen, when you first open it, there is a sense of, wow, this is a lot, and for some people, that is a deal breaker. Listen, if all you want is a simple to-do list, ClickUp just isn't the move. You could feel overwhelmed pretty fast. But if you're someone who likes having total control over your workflow, or if you run a team, or if you manage multiple clients, across, complex projects, listen, ClickUp gives you way more power than any average productivity app out there. And yes, sometimes the platform can feel heavy. Like I said, if your device is slow or your workspace is huge, you might notice small delays. But let me tell you that ClickUp tries to do everything, and because of that, not every feature is all the way perfect, But I also want to point out a really important thing. Listen, the fact that this platform, is evolving constantly. So with all that said, listen, let me tell you that ClickUp shines the most when you build it intentionally. Listen, if you take the time to set up your spaces, your lists, your custom fields, your automation, you actually end up with a system, that feels like a full operating system for your business. I mean, everything is centralized, everything is connected, and nothing slips through the cracks. But listen, pricing wise, ClickUp has a strong free plan. Listen, you get a big chunk of the platform without paying anything. But yeah, the real magic, the heavy automations, dashboards, advanced views, those live in the paid versions. But honestly, for the level of control you get, like I said, the pricing is way cheaper than most enterprise tools. As you can see, the unlimited plan is sitting at $7 per month, paid yearly. So the business one is sitting at 12 USD, which comes with more features, than the previous one, and also the enterprise, which has flexible pricing because it is custom. So yeah, listen, who is ClickUp actually for? To answer you that question, I'd say that it is perfect for teams, agencies, I'd say, freelancers, running multiple clients, startups, YouTube teams, dev teams, for example, designers, product managers, basically anyone who works on projects that move through stages and require real structure. So it is not ideal, for people who want a simple scratch pad, or a basic checklist, for example. So, it is for people who want power, and don't mind a little setup to get it. So, yeah, the final verdict, listen, I'd say that ClickUp is one of the most capable, customizable, feature-packed productivity platforms in this space. Listen, it is not the easiest tool per se, but it wasn't built to be easy. Listen, it was built to be flexible. It was built to scale with you. It was built to bring every part of your workflow into one place. And if you're that kind of a person, or that kind of a team that can use that level of power, listen, let me tell you that ClickUp absolutely delivers in that regard. So listen, yeah, that'll be it from today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said at the beginning, this is really important. If you've got a business of your own and you want to be featured on this channel, hit me up, contact me, DM me, and we can make that happen. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like under this video. It really helps me out a lot, to keep coming with those projects to you. So yeah, see you in the next one, and peace.